Hi, it's Greg and welcome back to my shop. In this video I'm going to show you how to properly trim edge tape. The only two tools you need are an Olfa knife or any box cutter and a file, preferably safe edge, because it has a sharper corner and seems to bite better, and you'll see what I mean in a minute. So what you do is you start off with the Olfa knife, put as far, or box cutter knife, put as far as it can go, or halfway, whatever you feel safe with. Get to the ends here, the fuzzy bits, put the knife right in the corner and cut back towards yourself, and that should get you right up close. Try and do the other thing. Actually, what you should do is nick back here first, because if you don't, when you pull through, it can chip out and you have to redo the whole piece. Do that. That's trim there. And then what I do, take the knife, don't trim it down flush, but trim it down almost to the bottom at all the corners. You'll see why in a minute. Like that. Last one here. And then what you do, you overhang the piece of wood that needs trimmed on the edge, over the edge of a table, piece of wood, whatever you're working on. Take the file, this is how you'd hold the file, and then you start at the corner and you hold the file, if you can see this, you hold it like at an angle up, so it's like probably from flat it's probably a couple of degrees up, and then angle it probably about 20 degrees, or maybe not 20 degrees, but yeah, 22.5, half 45. So you hold it at both those angles, because you don't want to mar the surface that you don't want to mar this good surface. If it's on the back side that's going to be covered, it doesn't matter, but you should still keep it like that. It trims easier. So take the file and work right along. All the way, and then go back over it. Make sure the file is angled up, so it's almost like you put a slight bevel, because you don't want to mar the work. Like that. You come along with your thumb, feel it, perfectly flush, flip it over, and that's why I took away the edges, was because the file, you need a place to start it. Now, on certain pieces I can start in the middle like this, then you can go and go either way. But once you get to these corners, a lot of times the corner will chip out, and that's because the file catches the very last bit, when it's all the way over, not trimmed off, and it tears out the corner. So that's why I just trim off the very edge, because it prevents that from happening. Like that. And then you go down, do that. Check it. And it's good. And if you don't get perfectly here on the sides with the knife, you can just take the file and run it like that to clean it up. I'll run through another piece so you can see it at full speed. Good. So that's why I said you need the safe edge file. because a regular file would have teeth that go all the way around on all the edges, and it almost doesn't make it as sharp. But when it's a safe edge, meaning there's no teeth in this edge, it's sort of aggressive right on the corner, and that's what you need for doing this. I've done it both ways. You can use a regular file. It doesn't really make much of a difference, but this is just slightly easier. And some of you know how frustrating edge tape can be. Slightly easier makes a big difference. And any size file doesn't have to be this big. It just makes it easier, more balance, less chances of nicking the work. But it's pretty much foolproof. You can't really wreck anything unless you really go at it with the file. It takes a bit of getting used to, but this is by far the easiest way to trim edge tape. You'll see a lot of guys on YouTube take a block plane, try to do it, or just do it all with a knife, or do it with a chisel, which is completely ridiculous. Well, not ridiculous, I guess. It's the only way you know how to do it. That's the only way you know how to do it. But file is the easiest way to trim edge tape. This works with all different types of edge banding. This is just birch on birch plywood, put on with an edge taping machine, but same thing if you use an iron to put on the edge banding. And yeah, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you.